Hey everyone, how you all doing? Who's joining me today? Welcome to the new normal experience. Who's joining me? Please give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're here with me and so that I know that I'm not just doing this on the wrong page. Before I go any further, can I just apologize for last week? Because I know quite a few of you were waiting, wanting to join, but I shared from the wrong page and you guys had no way of knowing which page it was. So I do apologize. So welcome to the new normal experience. What is the new normal experience? It's a place for encouragement and inspiration in your new normal journey. You're probably wondering, what does she mean by the new normal journey? I'll come to that in a few seconds now. Anyone who's ever undergone trauma will tell you that their lives are changed beyond all recognition. Their lives are never the same as it used to be. And that's the thing about trauma. Trauma is a thief. It comes into your life and just wrecks everything. And you have to pick up the pieces. So who is this for? This new normal experience is for anyone who has undergone trauma and is looking for encouragement and is looking for inspiration and want to transition from mere survival to thriving. Because no matter what kind of trauma you have gone through or your loved ones have gone through, I believe that thriving is possible. Thriving is achievable. So for those of you who don't know me, who've never visited this page before, my name is Bami. I'm the founder of Inspired to Soar Limited. I'm an author, coach, and speaker, and I help people who have gone through difficult times by tending the broken wings of their dreams so that they can be inspired to soar, and hence the name Inspired to Soar. So my passion, my mission is to help people get over the difficulties and so that they can be inspired to soar, because dreams are like birds. They need wings to fly. And a lot of times people go through difficult circumstances that break or damage the wings of those dreams. So my passion is to tend the broken wings of your dreams. So the new normal experience, I'm gonna give some definitions because I'm an author and I love giving definitions. So number one, what's trauma? How do I define trauma? The dictionary definition of trauma is a deeply disturbing or distressing experience. So given that definition, you will know what traumatic experience either you or a loved one has gone through. And even if you haven't gone through a traumatic experience yourself, I know that you will know someone who has. So when trauma hits your life, imagine it's like a wrecking ball. It's like someone throwing a wrecking ball into a china shop. And of course, everything will shatter, everything will be blown apart. And the truth of the matter is, using that same analogy, when trauma hits your life, the shock of it, number one, hits you and you're thinking, what am I supposed to do about this? And then as human beings, we want to try and start putting the pieces together. Looking at that analogy of the china shop again, when china is broken, you can try as much as possible to piece together, to glue together, but what you get is not the same as what it used to be. And that is what the new normal journey is. The aftermath, I define new normal as a change in outlook, perspective, and day-to-day living that trauma brings. And one of the things I'm going to be doing from time to time on this page, I'll be sharing from my book. So I'm going to hold it up now so that you can see. And the link is also, the details is also in the notes as well. So the title of the book is Navigating Your New Normal, a roadmap for life fulfillment after trauma. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. So why did I write that book? And how did I know I could write the book? I am not stranger to trauma. As a breast cancer and child abuse survivor, and as someone who's also lost 2 family members to breast cancer as well, I know what trauma is like. I know what loss is like. I know what serious illness is like. And I know what it's like trying to pick up the pieces of your life in the aftermath of trauma. So in this book, what I've done is it's a part memoir and part framework where I share a unique 7-step framework to help you journey from just going through the motions, mere survival, into thriving in your new normal. Okay, so today, there are a couple of things I want to talk about because the whole point of you tuning in today is to find encouragement and inspiration for your new normal journey, i.e. in the aftermath of whatever traumatic experience you've gone through. Number one, it is in your new normal journey, it is important to be honest with yourself. You cannot be an ostrich. You cannot avoid stuff, because a lot of times when we go through very, very traumatic experience, very difficult circumstances, the first tendency is you're shocked and you're thinking, whoa, how did this happen? And there's always that little temptation that you want to just avoid things. You want to bury your head in the sand, and then, okay, you know what? Sometimes it's like a nightmare unfolding in front of you, and you're thinking, somebody wake me up. This is a nightmare. Somebody just wake me up and everything. And the truth is, avoidance doesn't work, because like it or not, trauma has come. It has come into your life uninvited, unwanted, but it's still there. So you don't avoid, especially when it comes to the changes that you will have to make, the changes in your circumstances, the changes in your day-to-day living, the adjustments that you have to make. Don't avoid them. Don't bury your head in the sand. Confront them head on. Oh yes, is it difficult? Most definitely it is. Okay, I'll give you an example. After I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 37, I thought, no, I don't want to deal with this. After all, in my own case, I tried to do everything to stop it, even going through major surgery to prevent the cancer from happening. But it did. And you know what? I couldn't avoid it. It was right there in front of me. And I made a choice on the day I was diagnosed. And that choice has helped me even till now. And I made a choice that, number one, I was going to fight. Number two, I will not be defined by a diagnosis. So in your own case, not avoiding stuff, confronting what you're going through. It might not necessarily be that easy. It might not look like that for you. It might take you a few days. It might take you a couple of weeks. But what I'm trying to encourage you to do is do something. Take a step towards confronting what you're going through. Because what you don't acknowledge and confront, you cannot adequately deal with. And your life has changed. This is your new normal. And you have a choice. You can either go through the motions and live a life of drudgery, or you can choose thriving. Because you're watching this broadcast, I'm hoping that I'm presuming that you are choosing thriving. So that's the first tip today. No avoidance. Confront things head on. And in terms of confronting things head on, you might want to ask for people around you to hold you, people who love you, to hold you accountable and to help you, so that maybe if there are things you don't understand or whatever like that, you get information or you ask for help. The second thing I want to talk about is about your relationships. Nourish meaningful relationships. And this is where I'm going to talk about truth tellers, because I'm going to be referring to truth tellers a lot. So, pardon me. I'm going to be referring to truth tellers a lot. So I feel it is important for me to define it. My definition of a truth teller is someone who loves you, who knows you, and they're not afraid to tell you the truth. They're not afraid to challenge you or tell you you're going wrong, but they will not put you down. They will not crush you. They will not belittle you, and they will not hold you back from being the best version of yourself that you can be. I'm sure you must be thinking, if all of those things are what truth tellers are, I'm not even sure whether I have any in my life, because that seems like such a high standard to fit it. But I promise you it's not. Are truth tellers perfect? No, they're not. But the thing about truth tellers around you is they love you. They want the best for you. And they would help you especially in the aftermath of trauma. You will need people who will encourage you. You will need people who will give you pick you up on days when you are on the floor, on days when you cannot see your way clear through. And these are truth tellers. I'll be talking more about truth tellers in the upcoming weeks. But the last insight I'm going to share with you today is that in your new normal journey, be kind to yourself. I'll say that again. In your new normal journey, be kind to yourself. You see, in the aftermath of trauma, a lot of times we set ourselves challenges, we set ourselves milestones. And when we don't meet those milestones, when you don't meet those milestones, don't beat yourself up. Do your best and keep moving. And when you need to take a break, do so. When you need to give yourself a treat, by all means, please do so. Because being kind to yourself is such a crucial thing. Sorry, I don't know who's joined me now. But hello, whoever you are, because I cannot see comments or anything here. Be kind to yourself. Be intentional about looking after yourself, about not beating yourself up. Because yes, trauma has happened to you. Yes, you have to confront things head on. Yes, you have to push through and move forward. But be kind to yourself. Don't be your own worst enemy. Because the new normal journey is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And sometimes it can be a arduous marathon. So you need to go through it with looking after you, being kind to yourself. And let me tell you something, no matter what you've gone through, you deserve to be loved. You deserve affection. You deserve to relax. You deserve to have breaks. And you deserve to celebrate your life. Celebrate your days. Celebrate the good things that you have in your life. And no matter how difficult it is for you to find those good things, they are there. The fact that you are alive, you can watch this, you can say this, it's enough. It can be the only thing you can think of. Start with that. I hope that's helped someone today. Now, if you're going through your new normal journey, or you know someone who is, and they're struggling to find fulfillment in the new normal journey, my details are in the notes. Send me an email if you would like me to work with you. Because basically what I will do with the 7-step framework that I've talked about, it's a sat-nav that I give you to help you in your new normal journey. Because the new normal journey is a road you've never traveled before. And every single day brings different things, challenges, highs, lows, and all of those things. So I look forward to hearing from you. And if you're watching this on the replay, please put your comments, put your questions. If you have any questions about your new normal journey, about how to get through, put them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Until the next time, be inspired to soar and don't settle for drudgery. Don't settle for a mediocre experience, a mediocre life. Don't settle for a lifetime of misery. Thriving awaits you. Take care. Bye.